Hey everyone, this is Chris Crazyhouse. Welcome again to a very special episode of Fan Art Fridays. I'm going to be doing some fan art today of Lieutenant Uhura from the Star Trek universe, and this is my way of celebrating the life and the legacy of the beautiful actress Nichelle Nichols, who recently passed away. And I was very saddened to hear of her passing, but I believe that this woman left behind one of the best legacies as far as showcasing black womanhood, but also just grace, beauty, and elegance in a sci-fi TV show. In my opinion, this woman was one of the original, but also the baddest space girl ever to grace a sci-fi show, and I wanted to celebrate her. I'm going to be doing the original Lieutenant Uhura and how she appeared on the original Star Trek, but I'm also going to be doing the mirrorverse version of Lieutenant Uhura, so you'll see the good side and the bad side by side in this piece, and we're going to have lots of fun doing this. Like I said, I'm somewhat saddened to hear that she passed away, but she had a very full life. She did a lot of great things, so we can be sad, but we can also celebrate the amazing body of work that the actress Nichelle Nichols left behind. And once again, like I said, she's an icon in my opinion. She's up there with all the greats, and I wanted to celebrate her by doing this art piece. So we're going to be doing that today. If you are not subscribed to my art and animation channel, please do so. There's a lot of great things coming this year, so please go ahead and jump on the bandwagon now if you're not subscribed, and make sure you hit that notification so that way you know when I upload new content to this channel. It will be very helpful for those who are budding artists or people who just maybe had some ideas about maybe what they wanted to do in art or animation coming this year. So please subscribe. Make sure you go ahead and like this video as well as any other Fan Art Friday videos that you enjoy. Okay, and if you are so inclined, if this is the perfect time of year to pick up this great product, I have some naturally cute journals and diaries that are now on sale on Amazon. They are hard covered, and you got the nice hard cover, and you have the nice blank pages as well as lined pages in there. So if you want to buy this as a gift, it makes the perfect gift for someone who wants to keep a diary or a journal, or if you're just someone who wants to maybe write down some ideas yourself. If you want to write down maybe some song lyrics, maybe you want to write down some poetry that you've had, or maybe you just want to get some thoughts out of your head, or maybe write down some prayers or some visions that you have for the future. This is the perfect gift that you can get for yourself or for anyone else who wants to do that. Like I said, these are original items. These are items that were handcrafted by me. Like I said, they're hard covered. All the artwork on the covers are original, and on the art that I put on the inside is also original. So you'll be able to get this nowhere else but in this format. I wanted to make something very special for my audience out there who appreciate my naturally cute artwork. I wanted to make something merchandise that spoke to you, but also something that you can use into the future. So you can go pick those up on Amazon. The links to my Amazon store, obviously, as always, will be in the description box as well as in the comment section of this video. Also, I'm having a sale on my online store, so I'll be having my coloring books and comic books on sale, as well as some Chris Crazyhouse posters that you can go get at my online store while the sale is going on. I call this the hot summer sale because it's been so hot this summer. This is one of the hottest summers I remember in my adult life. It has not rained very much where I am at. Everything's been extremely dry. It's funny because this is the year that my wife and I have tried to have a garden, of course, but of course this is the year that is extremely dry. We had to constantly water this thing to keep this vegetable garden going. But if you want to, get some good products for yourselves, because it's so hot outside, you want some inside activities for you and your children, get some coloring books, get some comic books, and enjoy those on the inside with some nice lemonade and some nice air conditioning or a nice fan next to you while you're enjoying some Chris Crazyhouse products. The links for my online store will also be in the description box, as well as the comment section. So let's move along to doing this Lieutenant Uhura fan art. And while I'm doing this art, I'm just going to be talking about my experiences of watching Nichelle Nichols on TV and just how much she meant to me personally as someone who is a sci-fi fan, but who's also just a lover of Black beauty. Okay, so originally, as far as being a Star Trek fan, I came into Star Trek through Star Trek The Next Generation. So I never saw the original series. I was only familiar with Star Trek The Next Generation and the movies where it had the original crew. Okay, so that's the time period where I grew up. And I didn't, so the Black characters for me in Star Trek were Geordi LaForge, and then later on when they did Deep Space Nine with Captain Sisko. And Captain Sisko is still one of my top tier Star Trek characters, period, much less Black Star Trek characters. But that's how I came into it. And I watched the original crew in the movies, and I enjoyed the Star Trek movies. I enjoyed the first one I actually saw in theaters was Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. And I would watch those movies and I would see Nichelle Nichols in there. And not that I didn't think she was, it wasn't like I didn't think she was unattractive, it's just that she was older then. So when I saw her, it was like watching one of my Sunday school teachers or one of my grandmother's friends at that point. Okay, so don't get me wrong when I say this. So I wasn't really paying her much attention, other than that this was, she was just a cool character. I just saw her as the character. You see what I'm saying? I didn't really see her as like a pinup or just an object of beauty until I was much older, and I finally went back and watched the original Star Trek series. So now I'm getting to see her in her younger form and seeing her, why people were so smitten with her, because like a lot of Black males who were like my dad's age all loved Nichelle Nichols and loved Lieutenant Uhura, and I didn't understand what it was all about when I was a kid. But once I went back and watched those old episodes and saw her, I was like, okay, now I get it. Because like I said, I only saw her as just the character of Lieutenant Uhura and all that she brought to that Star Trek crew. But once I saw her in her at her younger age and how she was on the original series, I'm like, okay, now I get it. She was beautiful, beyond beautiful, and I almost felt bad for missing out on that. I wish I could have been in a time machine to watch that show when it originally aired. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, she's definitely a beauty, and I thank Nichelle Nichols because she's one of those Black beauty icons that I would put up there at the top, that helped to shape and inform my mind as far as what is the standard of beauty and what I consider to be beautiful. So I thank her for that. And also being someone who's just a sci-fi fan and someone who's definitely into drawing like retro sci-fi. Like I always like that retro look of science fiction and fantasy. She fit right into that mold perfectly. Okay, and what I like about her is that she projected this whole air of just being very smart. She was very intelligent. She's always very capable. It wasn't like she was a wasted character. She wasn't just eye candy. She was always a very capable character, and she was always very important to the crew. And just having that level of sophistication and beauty, you couldn't help but love her, or fall in love with her, or be attracted to her, or have a crush on her. You know what I'm saying? She made it very easy. And just to get to the actress herself, she was extremely talented as far as just being an actor. She came from that old school way of acting where you had to be able to sing and dance as well. And it wasn't until later on where I saw that, you know, some of her other films that she appeared in, or maybe seeing some of her like little short videos where she performed music or dance or something like that. Sometimes even on the Star Trek show, there are scenes where she's singing and dancing, and you just saw how multi-talented this woman was. Like I said, she's up there with the greats. Like, in my opinion, she's up there with like Eartha Kitt. You know what I mean? As far as like being a classy, sophisticated black sex symbol, and having that elegance and still a sense of pride. Like, you have nothing but the utmost respect for this woman. You know what I'm saying? You would never want to degrade her, or you never even really saw her in a degrading light. Even when that episode of Star Trek where she played they had the evil version of Uhura, you still had nothing but respect for her. You still wanted to bow down and show nothing but utmost respect for this woman. Okay, and I kind of miss that, like seeing women like that have that classy, feminine sex appeal. But, you know, like I said, it's not in a disrespectful light. You know what I mean? Like, she can still be sexy, but, you know, she's still a lady. That's the best way I can put it. You can be sexy and be a lady at the same time, and still command that respect, but also have that great femininity that just draws men in. There are a handful of women like that in classic film and maybe classic Hollywood. And, you know, Nichelle Nichols had that, all of that encompassed into one thing. And I can't tell you just how much I appreciate this woman. She's very much an inspiration for me as an artist who, like I said, enjoys drawing and creating these types of space women. And I love what she accomplished in her life and what she portrayed on screen. So if I can do nothing else, just wanted to say thank you to Nichelle Nichols. I'm sorry for her passing. As far as her, you know, I apologize to any of her family members who lost her, or any of her close friends. I know this is probably very hard for you because she may be an icon to us, but this was your family member. So I know it's really hard for you out there. And I want to send my condolences to all of you. But if nothing else, I just want to say a big thank you for sharing your family member with us all. Because, like I said, she is an icon of beauty, an icon of elegance. And like I said, she did so much to inspire other people to want to get into, you know, maybe engineering or getting to any type of space program. One of my daughter's biggest inspirations, Mae Jemison, was inspired by Nichelle Nichols. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and got into, I think she even got into a NASA program because of Nichelle Nichols. So like stuff like that is big. That's major. The fact that she is almost kind of like, she's almost kind of like the root of a great tree that has sprouted, and of inspiration for a lot of young black people out there, or just young people period, because she's inspired more than just black people. But I know black people, especially black girls and black women, paid a lot of attention to her because she is a black woman herself, and she did nothing but represent them in the best way possible. So I hope you guys have enjoyed me doing this artwork. I hope you have enjoyed seeing my versions of Lieutenant Uhura being drawn here. And I hope if you want to share some of your memories or some of your thoughts on Nichelle Nichols in the comments section, please do so. I would love to hear it, and I would love to see your comments, and we can always discuss it there in the comments section or in the live chat. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you subscribe to this channel, and make sure you go ahead and like and share this video with anyone who is also a fan of Nichelle Nichols or Lieutenant Uhura. Thank you guys, and this is Crazyhouse signing out. Peace.